Our subject is Principles of Marketing. Usually, the two terms, marketing and selling, in our daily life, we may interchange these words. Means we may use both the words for the purpose of selling of any goods. Synonymously, we are using, but there are some differences in marketing as well as selling. Basically, the producer is going to produce the goods or services. Then he is going to market it. That marketing means we may use it as selling. But according to this subject, this marketing, there are differences. What are those and what? And moreover, what is the evolution of marketing? Just a moment. Hope you are able to see my screen. First, let us see the syllabus. According to that, let me finish a few topics in this class and remaining topics in the next class, means tomorrow. In the first unit, we will be covering the basics of marketing. What are the concepts of need, wants, and demand? Evolution of marketing means how the marketing concept has been changing over a period of time. So those are marketing concepts, selling concepts, means in the evolution of marketing itself, we will be learning those concepts. And different types of markets and what is the importance of marketing. Marketing mix. Those all will be covered in the first unit. Regarding the second unit, marketing environment means what are the forces which influence a particular organization in terms of marketing. External, internal forces. Those forces which are going to influence a particular marketing organization. It is going to impact sales of a particular company also. So we will be learning those also. Next one is market segmentation and consumer behavior, then service marketing. All these are under the block 1 itself. So let us see the block 1 completely in today's class. We can say that any effort undertaken to satisfy human wants comes under the subject of marketing. After producing goods or services, those need to be marketed. Without this, we can say that there is no use of producing goods and services to the producer as well as to the consumer. In this meantime, many channels are going to appear. Basically, what is that process? Where it starts actually, what is the starting point and what is the ending point regarding the marketing? Usually we may think that only marketing of the goods is called as so that efforts undertaken to satisfy human wants comes under the subject of marketing. This word market came from a Latin word mercatus, which means trade. From the point of purchasing of raw materials for the purpose of production from the suppliers, then those materials are to be converted into goods or services. Before selling, it is going to be stored, transported, from the point of purchasing of raw materials, then it is going to be converted goods or services. Before selling, those goods or services should be stored and transported to the marketing place. Then maintaining the relationship with consumers. So this whole process is called as marketing. Usually, we assume only this step in the marketing. But as per our subject, the whole process, purchasing of raw materials, converting it, storing, selling to the consumers, then again feedback from the, or else we can say that maintaining relationship with the customers. So this is, whole sum is called as marketing. So we can assume that this producing of goods and services, internal factor. Here purchasing from suppliers means external factor. Again, marketing to the consumer, external. This is also external. So it is consisting of external as well as internal forces. This internal is within the hands of the company, but it is not within the hands of the company, beyond the hands. So always the firm is bothered about this external environment. Before entering into the actual topic of marketing, we need to identify difference between needs, wants, and demand, because it is related with the marketing concept. We know this very well. We can say that a basic requirement is called as need. But here, this want is different. A desire to satisfy a particular need. I'm speaking about marketing terminology itself. In our daily life, wants, need and wants are different, which are basic. We are going to categorize it as needs, which is higher hierarchy. Those we are going to categorize it as wants. But here, desire to satisfy a particular need by a specific product means we are not going to adjust with any other. With a specific product is called as want. All these wants are not going to be converted as demand, because in order to purchase a particular good, he should have purchasing power. So we can say that a want becomes a demand under certain situations itself. What are those? A want becomes a demand when it is backed by desire to buy. Not only that, desire to buy along with willingness and ability to pay. So, in order to convert this want into demand, we need two more things. What are those? Desire to buy along with willingness and ability to pay. If I am having ability to pay, but I don't have willingness or desire to buy, then we can say that that is not going to be converted as demand for a product. So that is why These three words are important: desire to buy, willingness to buy, and ability to pay. Then only a want becomes a demand. Why we need to study about demand here means, in the marketing, what I told, not only the selling of goods, all these are required. All these steps are called as marketing. So, in order to produce goods or services, we need to purchase the raw material. So, if we don't understand the demand, how much quantity we are going to produce? This is a question mark. So that is why these three words are important in the marketing. Whatever the present marketing concept, what is the evolution of that? What are the changes are happening since ages? Let us see those. That evolution we can learn through marketing concepts. We can say it as evolution or else marketing concepts. This is important for your examination point of view. Production concept. This concept was believed that, sorry, before that, exchange concept, sorry. Because through barter system only, nowadays, whatever the present purchasing and selling of goods, we are able to observe. So we can say that this exchange concept, this exchange concept or barter concept is the base for the current marketing system, whatever the present trend of marketing system. This concept believes that exchange between the buyer and seller is the essence of marketing. So at that time, only exchange of goods was happened. When the currency has been introduced, the actual purchasing and selling for money is happening. Next is production concept. According to that, when they increase the production, is the main focus after the exchange concept era. Means according to that, if they increase the production, definitely the price will come down. The consumer is going to satisfy. Means in that era, they focused upon production itself, not from the customer point of view, only from the producer point of view, giving maximum production and earning maximum profits. By taking the advantage of high demand, when price reduces, definitely demand is going to be increased, their revenue will be increased. So more production volume, reduced cost. Cost after cost, we can say that it is going to reduce the price. For the cost, they are going to add profit. If it is in a lesson manner, definitely the cost is also in a less price. Not cost actually, price. Cost plus profit is equal to price. So they focused upon cost with the benefit, the advantage of increased production. Next one is product concept. With the name itself, we can understand. After concentrating on this production, still something is lacking. The manufacturers focused, or else we can say that they are in the search of something new in order to increase the sales. Means to certain extent, they increase the sales, but after few years, this is also not working. So they focused upon product, means whatever the consumer is expecting from them. We can say that in terms of quality, service, betterment, price. So they focused upon all those factors in the product. Next one is selling concept. Whatever is the quality, unless and until it is not reaching it to the consumer, means whatever the changes are happening with the product, whatever the new product is introducing in the market, that need to be communicated to the consumers. Otherwise, quality is good, but how it is to be reached to the consumer, then only consumer is going to be attracted towards the product. So, in addition to the quality of the product, they have focused upon advertising. So here in the selling concept, producing better quality products. In addition to that, they focused upon advertising. So they thought that not only focusing upon the products, it should be communicated to the consumer. So that can be achieved by advertising. Next one is marketing concept. We can say that this is a present concept which we are seeing. Customer is the king for any market. You can say that customer shall be the center of all the business strategies. Customer orientation. Completely, customer orientation is the main focus of the marketing concept. Towards the value creation and satisfaction, demand creation, these are all leading to the firm making profit and benefiting the firm to a great extent. So this is about marketing concepts or else evolution of marketing. In your long questions, usually you may see. Whatever I am saying as selling and marketing is different. In what terms it is different? Let us see. After producing the products, the selling comes into existence, but marketing before production itself. As I told here, before production means purchasing of the raw materials. It is the starting point here and ending here. So it starts before production itself and ends after selling and cheppochu. Because we are taking into consideration about the Customer feedback, maintaining the relationship with the customers. Means again, this customer should be the buyer after some time also. The chain should repeat. If they maintain proper relationship, again, he is going to purchase the product. We can say that it is a short-term concept, but it is a long-term concept. It is a narrow concept. It is a broader concept. Selling always focuses upon the seller point of view. Here it is customer point of view. So these are the basic differences between selling and marketing. Let us see the types of markets. I will cover briefly because we have a lengthy portion. Industrial markets means whatever the goods and produces in this market will be useful for the producing of consumer goods. Next one is consumer market. Means here it is meant for the end customer. Here whatever the goods and services are selling, those are to be useful for the producing of another goods. It is reaching the end customer later. Let us see how the marketing system works. You can say that it is like a circular movement. From the producer to customer. The producer is producing goods or services. From consumer, he is getting sales as well as revenue. This is important short question. This we know very well, but through this diagram, we can explain it easily. Let us see the proper definition given by Philip Kotler for marketing. Marketing or else marketing management. It is the analysis planning, implementation, and control of programs, designed to create, build, and maintain for the purpose of beneficial exchange and relationships with target markets. This is for the purpose of organizational objectives. Organizational objectives. In each and every stage, in order to take a decision, analysis is required, planning is required. That plan need to be implemented. Afterwards, it should be controlled of all the programs, which is meant for creation, building, and maintain target markets in syncing with organizational objectives. What is the organizational objective actually? Producing maximum produce and getting maximum profits. Let us see the concept of environment, means marketing environment. It consists of the forces which are external to the marketing functions of a firm is called as marketing environment. Here I have explained about this external and internal. So all the external forces are called as marketing environment. Again, one more classification also we can see. First one is internal and external. Next one is micro and macro. Basically, we are going to deal with this external or macro environment itself. Though it is consisting of internal and external, but we are going to bother about this external only. because internal can be rectified within the company. Those forces can be demographic forces, means related to the human statistics, means what is the population, male and female composition, age, their income levels, their occupation, all those comes under this demographic environment. Economic environment, their purchasing power, their income, savings, matters related to those factors comes under this one. Next one is physical. These all are under macro environment itself. Physical environment means it is related to the minerals and materials which go into the making of a product, means the availability of the raw materials from the suppliers. Technology. Not only this, political, legal environment. For most important, socio-culture, social and cultural environment. So basically, these are the forces which comes under external as well as macro environment. We need to study all these forces in order to ascertain the demand, in order to forecast the demand, in order to produce the goods as per demand. This micro means the factors which are in the immediate surrounding. Immediate surrounding. This macro means the factors which influence the company's marketing activities indirectly. To see the next concept of marketing, that is marketing mix. It is nothing but a policy which is adopted by the producer, to get success in the field of marketing. We know very well from the production to selling, and before that stage and after this stage also, we require many steps that may be regarding the product, price, place, and promotion. Many activities we are going to take up, but broadly we can categorize these under 4 itself. So that's why in this marketing terminology, these 4 are called as Marketing mix means how much quantity, which type of quality products to be produced, for which, how we should determine the price, what are the strategies they need to adopt in fixation of the prices. After fixation, where we need to sell, in order to sell, which type of promotional strategies we need to take up. All these steps are involved. So we can say that marketing mix is the policy adopted by the producer to get success in the field of marketing. This marketing mix concept popularized by McCarthy. We can call him as father of marketing also. McCarthy popularized this concept of 4-factor classification. In the economics also, you might have studied regarding the factors of production. Land, labor, capital, organization. Likewise, according to father of marketing, McCarthy, 4 factors are involved in the marketing mix. Those are product, price, place, and promotion. So any activity or activities related to the physical product, or service which is to be offered to whom? To the customers. So in this, activities which are related to the physical product or service to be offered to the consumer. Price, activities relating to the price to be charges, price to be charged for the product. As I told, how much price should be charged in order to fix that price? What are the factors they need to consider? Not only internal, what are the external factors, external strategies, study about the competitors, all those comes under price. Relating to the price to be charged for the product. Next one is place. Activities relating to distribution of the product. This is not about where to produce, where to distribute, where to sell the product. Promotion. That may include advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, etc. Many strategies. So product, price, place, and promotion. These are the 4 factors under marketing mix developed by McCarthy. Let us see in detail. Under which brand we need to produce, how many number of different products in the same line to be produced, how it is going to be designed, how it is to be packed for the physical appearance, what is the warranty, guarantee, and any other service they are going to take up as this step. Here, after fixation of prices, that may be cost plus price or any other strategy. Sometimes they may sell it for cash, sometimes on credit basis also. Which type of strategies they should adopt? As a part of place mix, in order to sell in different places, sometimes it need to be stored in warehouses. Inventory should be managed, that should be transported to the wholesalers, sometimes to the directly to the retailers. So this is about marketing mix. Let us see the concept of consumer behavior. Consumer behavior means how a consumer responds to a particular product. It is based upon his behavior only. So that's why it is important to study about the behavior of a consumer. We can say that understanding the buying behavior in a particular market is an important task of marketing management. We can say that it is a new field of study. It is the new field of study in the marketing because the production depends upon demand. Demand depends upon consumer behavior. That's why if we study about the behavior of the consumer, it is easy to estimate the demand. When we come to know about the demand, it is easy to procure sufficient quantity of raw materials for producing goods and services. What is the need? Please tell me. You can unmute yourself and you can ask me. What is the need? By studying the behavior of the consumer, they can take principles of marketing. Production policies means how much they need to be produced. In order to produce that product, how they can procure the material. So for the production policies, to adopt pricing policies, promotion strategies, and estimate the product life cycle. In order to take environment concerns, because it is related with the amount of production, type of goods, which type of material we are using, is it going to impact the environment or not? Because based upon the quantity, impact on the environment. So these are the advantages by studying the behavior of a consumer. Now let us see the factors which influence the behavior of the consumer. Basically, we know those factors, but let us see according to our syllabus. You can write on your own also. Cultural factors, social factors, means which type of which community we belongs to. Based upon the community, we may follow different traditions, rituals. According to that, our nature of purchase, time of purchase depends. So cultural factors influences the behavior of the consumer. Social factors related to the income capacity, whether a consumer belong to upper class, middle class, like that. And any personal factors. Personal factors. Means whatever the mentality, his income, his family background, his attitude, his responsiveness, all those factors. Not only these, psychological factors. All the consumers are not going to respond to the same product. They might be having different needs, desires, income capacity, and many other personal factors. Based upon that, we are going to choose the products that may be basic necessities, safety needs, other social needs. Beyond that, self-actualization and esteem needs. Once the basic needs are fulfilled, we will be stepping into other needs. So purely, it is a psychological factor, because for one person, a particular product may be basic thing. For another person, it may be the luxury. If you take an example of an advanced version of phone, maybe for a business person, this is the basic thing, but it may be a luxurious product for a common man. According to the personal factors and his psychological factors, the need, want, demand exists. So we should thoroughly analyze the psychological factors also. In the psychological factors, again, we can classify into motivation, means for which product he is going to be motivated. Whatever the unsatisfied need is going to be acting as a motivating factor. And it is interlinked with the psychology. And his perception level, learning, attitudes. This is a brief introduction about complete block 1. So in this, I will tell you the important questions, that is marketing concepts, next one is marketing mix, marketing environment, the last one is customer or else consumer behavior. Consumer behavior. These are the important topics from block 1. You can consider it as long as well as short. If you learn this, you can easily attempt short questions also. If anything is required from block 1, you may please raise your questions so that with that I can end the session. Anything is required from this block 1? Okay, with that, I'm ending this session. Let us meet tomorrow for the brief introduction regarding the remaining topics.